Breakfast has long been a cherished meal, but how many iconic dishes have disappeared from our tables over the years? From beloved cereals to unique pastries, here are 10 famous breakfasts that vanished, leaving a nostalgic void in the hearts of many. Oreo O's is a popular breakfast cereal that has become a cult classic. Launched in 1998, it combined the taste of the famous Milk's Favorite cookie with a crunchy cereal. To keep things exciting, Post updated the flavor over time. In 2001, they added Oreo's creamy filling to enhance the taste, and in 2002, they introduced Extreme Creme Oreo O's, which included marshmallows. This made the cereal even more appealing to fans. When Post discontinued Oreo O's in 2007, it left many disappointed. The discontinuation happened when Post and Kraft ended their partnership, causing Oreo O's to vanish from stores. Yet, in South Korea, Dongsuh Foods continued to sell the cereal thanks to their connection with Kraft. After a decade, Post collaborated with Mondelez International to bring back Oreo O's in the summer of 2017, and it remains popular today, with freeze-dried marshmallows reintroduced in 2019. Despite Oreo O's thriving resurgence, Kellogg's faced challenges reviving its own bold flavor concepts, such as Wild Watermelon Pop-Tarts. In 1997, Kellogg's had a bold idea when they introduced Wild Watermelon Pop-Tarts. They even put an exclamation point after Wild to emphasize how daring it was to combine watermelon with toaster pastries. Unfortunately, this unique flavor did not last long. Wild Watermelon Pop-Tarts were marketed as a limited edition, but that did not significantly help sales. As the 1990s came to an end, so did the unusual presence of Wild Watermelon in the Pop-Tart lineup. Yet, this was not Kellogg's final attempt to convince people that heated watermelon jam could be tasty. In 2015, the bright pink and green frosting made a comeback with Frosted Watermelon Pop-Tarts. Again, consumers found this flavor unpopular, describing it as more like sweet and sour candy than breakfast food. Kellogg's continued to believe that Pop-Tarts and hard candy could go together, bringing back the watermelon flavor for a third time in 2017 in collaboration with Jolly Rancher. Eventually, Jolly Rancher Pop-Tarts also vanished from stores. Kellogg's adventurous flavor experiments continued to unfold, much like the journey of Carnation breakfast bars through changing consumer tastes and trends. Carnation breakfast bars were introduced in 1975 and were a popular choice for breakfast before the 1990s. These bars served as a solid alternative to Carnation's famous meal replacement drink, instant breakfast. Advertisements from the 1970s claimed that having a glass of milk with a Carnation breakfast bar made for a complete meal packed with protein, vitamins, and minerals to give people energy. Many customers followed this suggestion. The bars were chocolate-covered and came in flavors like chocolate chip, chocolate crunch, granola with raisins, granola cinnamon, and granola with peanut butter. By the 1990s, sales began to drop. In 1994, Nestlé, which had bought Carnation in 1984, tried to revive the product by promoting the 19 vitamins and minerals in each bar, launching a non-chocolate-covered version, and providing a phone number for questions in their ads. Despite these efforts, Carnation breakfast bars disappeared from stores in 1997. In the mid-2010s, Nestlé introduced a similar product called the Carnation Breakfast Essentials Nutrition Bar, but it did not succeed and was also discontinued. The evolving landscape of breakfast options continued with the rise of sugary cereals like Waffle Crisp, appealing to new consumer preferences. In the 1990s, brightly colored and sugary cereals became popular, many featuring fun mascots. Waffle Crisp, made by Post, added sweetness while being inspired by real breakfast foods and family traditions linked to grandmothers making homemade waffles. The cereal was simple yet effective. Launched in 1996, these adorable waffle-shaped pieces were bursting with maple flavor. Commercials featured a team of caring grandmothers baking Waffle Crisp piece by piece. In the early 2000s, the grandmothers were replaced by a cartoon mascot called Waffle Boy, who was part of a video game created by the now-closed Postopia Games. Waffle Crisp enjoyed great popularity, but was discontinued in 2018. Many shoppers quickly noticed its absence and wanted to know why it was gone. The complaints reached the executives at Post, leading to a quick return of Waffle Crisp in 2022, along with Waffle Boy. To celebrate its comeback, Post now offers a 20-ounce family-size box to enhance the maple-flavored nostalgia. The cereal landscape was shifting dramatically, revealing a contrast between Waffle Crisp's nostalgic appeal and Oatmeal Swirler's playful yet fleeting charm. Oatmeal Swirlers aim to let kids express their creativity by drawing on instant oatmeal with a little packet of jelly. While it seemed like a cute idea, it could also get a bit messy. Kids might use their bowls of General Mills Oatmeal Swirlers to send messages to siblings, or let their breakfast get cold while they focused on drawing their family dog. This quirky breakfast item represented the playful food culture for children that thrived in the 1980s and 1990s. Brands like Quaker were good at marketing instant oats to kids, but the excitement around General Mills Oatmeal Swirlers faded quickly. They attempted to add a chocolate swirler to complement the fruity flavors, thinking it would attract more attention. Yet, increasing the sugar content in breakfast foods became less appealing as the 1990s progressed. While many food brands continued to come up with new ideas to make oatmeal exciting for kids, oatmeal swirlers did not survive into the next decade. Amid this evolution in breakfast trends, another product emerged that aimed to redefine the coffee experience for consumers. Maxwell House Capio was ahead of its time. On June 24, 1992, Hudson Valley News reported that Maxwell House introduced a product offering a completely new taste experience. This iced cappuccino was designed for everyone, including coffee lovers, those who do not drink coffee, and people looking for alternatives to soda and alcoholic drinks. Capio came in flavors like regular, cinnamon, and mocha. The TV commercial featured a glamorous woman reminiscent of Audrey Hepburn and animated musicians enjoying Capio, promoting it with the catchy slogan, "The thrill is the chill." It seemed perfect for the trendy 1990s. Sadly, sales fell dramatically. In April 1996, the Chicago Tribune reported a 48% drop, with sales plummeting to just $11 million in supermarkets over a recent year. This decline led to Capio being discontinued. Interestingly, Starbucks introduced a new bottled coffee drink called Frappuccino around the same time, leaving us to wonder if Capio might have succeeded if it had lasted a bit longer. The competitive landscape of breakfast innovations continued to shift, with Kellogg's introducing Pop-Tarts pastry swirls to capture consumers' evolving tastes. Kellogg's wanted to include Pop-Tarts in many breakfast choices and tried to compete with Pillsbury's toaster strudel in the mid-1990s. They introduced Pop-Tarts pastry swirls, a breakfast pastry aimed at more particular tastes. The toaster strudel was seen as a fancier version of Pop-Tarts, but the Pop-Tarts pastry swirls were different. They were round and thicker, with flavors like cheese and cherry, which reminded people of traditional Danish pastries. Pop-Tarts pastry swirls were also easier to prepare than toaster strudels. While toaster strudels needed to be toasted from frozen and required drizzling icing on top, Pop-Tarts pastry swirls were ready to eat, either warm or cold, and were already frosted. So, what happened to Pop-Tarts pastry swirls? They simply did not sell as well as regular Pop-Tarts, leading Kellogg's to discontinue them. By the year 2001, Pop-Tarts pastry swirls became a part of Pop-Tarts history. Despite Kellogg's efforts with Pop-Tarts pastry swirls, the breakfast market continued to evolve, introducing other sweet pastries like Burger King's Cinni Minis. Burger King has been serving breakfast since the early 1980s, but Cinni Minis, which are 4 small Pillsbury cinnamon buns with icing on the side, did not join the menu until 1998. These little treats were not only delicious, but also easy to grab, making them popular during the morning rush. Sadly, in the mid-2000s, Cinni Minis disappeared without any explanation. Fans felt disappointed and expressed their anger. Many signed a petition on change.org, sharing their feelings about losing these beloved pastries. Burger King listened to and brought Cinni Minis back in 2018, but only for a limited time. Unfortunately, they left the menu again. Although Burger King has offered regular-sized cinnamon rolls since then, devoted Cinni Mini fans do not appreciate them. The evolution of breakfast pastries continued, leading to General Mills' quirky cereal concept that captivated kids in the 1990s. Hidden Treasures cereal was a bit stressful to eat. In the 1990s, General Mills had many wild cereal ideas, and Hidden Treasures is a good example. As its name suggests, these simple corn squares hid a surprise, an artificially flavored fruit center. This clever idea might not be so enjoyable for a nervous child. They might feel the need to eat each square one at a time, or open each one to see what is inside. While carefree eaters likely enjoyed a bowl of hidden treasures, kids who counted their fruit-filled squares could turn breakfast into a serious event. Many children got in trouble for holding a piece of hidden treasures and biting it in half, or worse, biting it and then spitting it out to see what was inside. General Mills introduced hidden treasures in 1993, but stopped making it in 1995, likely because so many kids were getting obsessed with it. Following the quirky success of Hidden Treasures, another cereal aimed at children emerged, embracing the adventurous spirit of the 90s. Quaker Sea Adventures is a great example of 90s food trends, especially for kids. During that time, many snacks had unique twists to attract children. Quaker Oats, a well-established American brand, faced the challenge of making oatmeal appealing to kids who typically do not enjoy it. They understood that children love adventure and candy, which led to the creation of Dinosaur Eggs Instant Oatmeal in the late 1990s. Each packet included dinosaur eggs that would dissolve in hot water, revealing small, sweet candy dinosaurs. Parents supported this idea, prompting Quaker to introduce Sea Adventures, which added a marine theme by coloring the oatmeal blue. This way, candy sharks and divers appeared to be swimming in bright blue oats. As the 2000s arrived, trends shifted toward low-carb and reduced sugar foods, impacting sweet breakfast items. While dinosaur eggs managed to adapt and are still available today, Sea Adventures faded into the past, along with many other discontinued breakfast items from the 90s. As we've seen, many iconic breakfasts have faded into memory, leaving behind a sense of nostalgia. Which of these vanished breakfasts do you miss the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more delicious content.